That seems to be an ongoing issue with Southern University right now with a few of these recruits. Now, I know Coach Dooley has been out there looking to bolster up his offense as well as his defense with bringing in the different recruits into the Southern University Jaguars football program. And it seems that Coach Hue Jackson is definitely making sure that those players that are not too sure if they want to go to Southern or not, he brings them on over to Grambling State University's football program to help him bolster up that defense. And right now, this makes the third one. We're going to get into that right about now. It's your favorite coach back at it again, 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos, as well as hit that notification bell so you get all upcoming videos. Also, don't forget, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, let's go ahead and tap on in this thing and get straight to it. Yeah, Coach Hue Jackson is looking to compete for all this upcoming fall season in his inaugural season as being the Grambling State football head coach. And I'm telling you right now, he's not taking no backseat as far as we're trying to accomplish that feat. Grambling State has gotten not one, not two, but their third Southern commit to flip from Southern University over to Grambling State. First, it was Arkansas transfer commit Devin Bush, 6 foot, 200-pound defensive back / kick returner. Now in high school, he was a former 4-star recruit who was ranked 260th nationally, 28th at the cornerback position, and 13th in the state of Louisiana. Now, Bush played his high school football at Edna Carr High School, graduating in 2019. Now, while at Edna Carr High School, he definitely was covering receivers to the point to where he made sure that he made them very uncomfortable with trying to catch passes that was being thrown to them by their quarterbacks. I mean, he plays the cornerback position outside in, making sure that nothing gets outside of him, especially if a running back breaks for a big play. He's forcing the play back inside. He's not allowing you to get out there and get on those edges to get those additional yards, running the ball up the field. Now, while he was at Arkansas University, he did play on special teams, and he had minimal play time on defense. Now, the next young man that I'm going to talk about is Mr. Dante Starks, who also was a Southern commit and decided, hey, I want to take my talents over to Grambling State University. After speaking with his family, that decision was made. So he said, hey, I thank you, Southern University, for, wanting to bring me into your program, but I kind of want to take my talent somewhere else because I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable over here. And you got to understand one thing also, guys, before I go any further. A commitment is just saying, hey, look, I'm committing to go there. Now, if they've signed an LOI, that's a whole nother ball game in which, you can have that discussion and go from there. But make sure you're clear as far as if an LOI was signed or not. If it wasn't, hey, fall back, because these kids can change up their minds and decide, hey, please let me out of my commitment. I don't necessarily want to go here. I'd rather go somewhere else. And that's what Mr. Starks has done also. He was a 4-star recruit who is from the state of Louisiana, as well as Mr. Devin Bush. Starks was ranked 159th nationally, 10th at the inside linebacker position, and 9th in the state of Louisiana. Now, he's a very disruptor when it comes to disrupting plays, disrupting the offense flow of plays that they're out there trying to run on the field. He's definitely one of those defensive backs that can go from sideline to sideline. He plays with a high motor and doesn't stop until the whistle blows. Now, while at LSU, he did play in 3 games, but he didn't have any stats. This young man who decided he was going to take his talents from Southern University and move on to Grambling State is Mr. JaSion Greathouse. Greathouse was a highly decorated player on the National Junior College Athletic Association level, in which he really can get after the ball, especially with his hand in the dirt, and he's big at disrupting plays coming off the edge. As I stated before, guys, this young man was very high. He was highly decorated on the NJCAA level. JaSion, Mr.BounceBack Greathouse, 6'3", 240-pound defensive end. He played high school football at Westinghouse High School, where he played tight end as well as defensive end. Now, while at Itasca Community College, Greathouse played defensive end and outside linebacker in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Now, Greathouse played in 9 games with 55 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 20.5 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, and 5 pass breakups. Now, Greathouse was named, check this out, guys, NJCAA Defensive Player of the Year. NJCAA Region 13 Defensive Player of the Year, first team All-Conference, first team All-Region, first team All-American. Greathouse can play the defensive end, standing up with his hand in the dirt, finding a way to come off the edge and disrupt the opposing team's offense. Now, I don't know about you, but Coach Hue Jackson is definitely looking for a defense that is going to disrupt opposing teams' offenses, set the tone against that team, letting them know that play smash mouth defense week in and week out. I'm waiting to see who's going to be next that Hue Jackson is going to flip from Southern University over to Grambling State University, because right now it seems that something is awry. This is the third young man from within the state of Louisiana has decided that they don't want to go to Southern University, but they'd rather go to Grambling instead. I mean, I don't know what's going on right now. I'm waiting to hear more about this issue myself to really delve into this and see what's going on, because I don't want to put that. I don't want to put a bad connotation out there as if it's something that is really not. I'd rather reach, and I've actually had a few conversations here and there with folks about the situation itself, and basically it was just, hey, I wanted to make a change. I didn't really want to, go that direction. I felt more comfortable over here than I did over there. So basically, that's what they were looking at from that standpoint. You got to remember, you have to remember one thing. These athletes are the ones that have to get out there on the field and make sure that they're doing their job and doing what they love to do week in and week out, and having fun doing it around the people that they want to do it with. If you're not having fun playing a sport, a child sport that is, guess what? You're going to say, hey, I don't want to do this no more, and move on to something else. Remember, guys, when you talk about fundamentals, what's the first word you get out of fundamentals? F-U-N, fun. So if you ain't having no fun, what are we talking about? And I'm sure that's what these young men are looking to do, is get out there and have some fun. I know a lot of you out there say, hey, Coach Dooley is that guy when it comes to recruiting athletes within the state of Louisiana. Some folks have even said he was the athlete whisperer when it came to those athletes that was within the state of Louisiana. And I guess that name that was given to him is not holding up as of right now, because you got a lot of them saying, hey, I want to take my talents elsewhere. But guys, we'll hear more about this as it continues to go on. And I'm sure we're going to have some folks out here trying to create some urban legends or something crazy crazy to that matter, making it out to be something that is not. But you know what? Like I said, I'm just waiting to see who's next. Coach Hue Jackson ends up flipping from over at Southern to Grambling State University. But I will say this. I'm waiting to see who's next, because Hue Jackson, Coach Maynard, and Coach Prime, they should be teaching classes on recruiting right now. Because if things go the way that these three coaches, as well as Coach Willie Simmons down at FAMU, expect them to go this fall, it's going to be a few unhappy teams out there. And trust me, it's going to be upsets every week. And trust and believe, Coach Dooley is not going to take this laying down. And believe you me, that Bayou Classic, oh my God. Like I said before, the price of admission has just gone up. And as you already know what I love to say, today's price ain't tomorrow's price. And trust me, tomorrow's price, when it comes to that Bayou Classic come this fall, oh, it's going to be so nasty, because you know what? Grambling beat Southern the last time that they played, and I'm knowing Southern going to want to get back even more, with this being the third player to say, hey, I'm going to decommit from Southern University and go to Grambling. Man, what you say? But you know what? I'm just going to sit back and watch this unravel, like I said before, and see which way these things go. Congratulations, JaSion Greathouse, on choosing Grambling over Southern. Hopefully, you found your footing as far as where you want to be, and look forward to seeing you doing some great things out there on the field next season. And until next time, guys, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. And remember, be the one and lead.